Meanwhile, back in Norway.
I'm up. Rise and shine, everybody. Jack. Mushroom. Bernie. Uncle Fungus.
Hello and welcome back to Brit Girl. My name is Brittany and today we are doing a Brit Girl highlight for the first ever Ubisoft Forward. Now I have tried to cram in the games I am most excited for from this event, so without further ado, let's go! In the wee hours of the morn, Ubisoft held its first ever Ubisoft Forward. I know it's not in the early mornings for some people, but for Australians it was about 4 AM start if you wanted to get the pre-show. Along with the highly anticipated Far Cry 6, as well as Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There were some extra golden nuggets of news in the pre-show entertainment. Let's hit those first. First, Ubisoft released some news about some updates for games that have already been released, such as The Crew 2 and Just Dance 2020. There was also some behind the scenes footage of an Apple TV series that Ubisoft worked on called Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. There was also some indie games promoted here, one of which really stood out to me, was called Spiritfarer. Developed by Thunder Lotus Games, Spiritfarer is a game about dying. You play as Stella, a fairy master in this world who creates deep emotional bonds with her passengers until the point where she must say goodbye. What really got me with this trailer was the sense of magic and the 2D animation, which just gave me a feeling of Studio Ghibli. Contrasting dramatically to this game is Watch Dogs Legion. Ubisoft definitely grabbed the attention of the 40 million plus unique players of this game with an amazing short film by Alberto Mielgo. If you've watched Love, Death and Robots, a show which is for mature audiences, then you'll be very familiar with this art style from the episode called The Witness. Due to the themes of this short film, the surreal and allegorical moments fit perfectly with telling the story to unfold the Watch Dogs universe. The short film is such an interesting way to set up this Watch Dogs world, and although it doesn't carry the aesthetics of the short film, there is a very interesting aspect of this game that makes up for it. You can choose to recruit and play as anyone. And they really do mean anyone. This concept is going to allow for such a unique gameplay for every single player that it's just wild. This next game currently available for beta testing is called Hyperscape. Think Fortnite, Overwatch with just a dash of Princess Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. It's really just the way that the character's powers are described that made me think of Wreck-It Ralph. But anyway, I'm just stretching. Although not something that is initially considered groundbreaking when it comes to last man standing shoot 'em up type of games, the developers have cleverly included Twitch streaming. With this inclusion, Twitch audiences have the option to vote on changing different elements in the gameplay. And this can range from gravity to infinite ammo. I just love seeing how technology changes entertainment. Now this next part of Ubisoft Forward is where I really wished I was in a hall full of people just watching it up on a big screen. Without much or any introduction, this title sequence starts to play and it's of cinema quality. It's beautiful. These pills are merging into bullets and a crocodile eye and tires with this beautiful red aesthetic. And as I watched it, I could just imagine a hall full of people going dead quiet, just in awe of the visuals that are displayed on the screen. That would be until the audience sees Giancarlo Esposito. Even from my office chair in Brisbane, Australia, I could hear the cries of excitement from Far Cry fans all across the world as President Castillo appeared on the scene. And even as an outsider, I got chills watching him interact with his character's son. The title sequence and short film was beautiful, so immensely detailed. But I was really at Ubisoft Forward for one thing: Assassin's Creed Valhalla! Although the gameplay is not yet finalized, you really get a sense of magnitude as Eivor goes through all the terrain that you can play in, the mud, the grass, the snow. In order to have a successful settlement, Eivor must loot and raid while also recruiting allies to take down larger enemies. Choice is a large aspect of this game, as you're left to make life and death decisions that will later affect your gameplay. And not only will this make your story unique, but you will also have a unique fighting style. Because every weapon can be dual wielded, including shields! You just kind of put them on your arms and go! You just go! As with other Assassin's Creed games, you are also made to hunt and investigate different religious and in this case pagan areas, which is very cool. The other thing that really left me questioning is whether or not you were a person in an animus again. To be honest, I don't really care either way. In fact, I reckon Assassin's Creed can almost do without that section of their gameplay. That's mostly because I really did not feel attached to anything from the Animus in Assassin's Creed Origins. The game was cool, but the Animus stuff, I was like, can I go back to Egypt? But it's not all just hunting and raiding and looting. You also get to go to weddings and do drunk games and have epic rap battles, which is called flighting, but I mean, epic rap battles of history. Even have the opportunity to recruit a cat. Honestly, if it's not cats, it's rubber duckies in Tom Clancy's Division. I love it! Well folks, those are my thoughts and highlights from the first ever Ubisoft Forward. I of course want to know what you're excited for down in the comments below, but also, what time did you wake up? Are you like me? Am I ever gonna stop complaining about nope? Nope. I lost a lot of sleep. I'm sure you guys have a lot of thoughts on the video games presented by Ubisoft Forward, and you have all that space down below to pop your thoughts. Just waiting. Waiting for your comments. Just waiting. With that said, thank you so much for watching. My name is Brittany, and you have been watching Brit Girl.
Where is everybody?